Hi Aries, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Aries, in today's reading, I'm going to give you a couple of the oracle cards, going to do a reading and then clarify it. So let's get started on your reading. Do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Also wanted to let you know that thank you so much for supporting this channel, for being here. I really appreciate all of you guys. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. All right, so I'm grateful for all of you guys. All right, so Aries, let's do this. It's you got reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. Wow, this is nice. So definitely on the path to success. I feel like everything's going to start falling into place for you. I feel like you're needing to think out of the box though. Okay, like with your ideas, the situations that you're doing, like think differently. Think out of the box. All right, so let's see what's going on. Do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. One for the current. You have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is talking about having abundance, being very independent, knowing that you're needing to do things on your own, that you know how to do things on your own. I feel like there's a lot of growth here. I feel like whatever you put your ideas out there, you nourish them and they take root. I also feel like you're needing to get in tune with your higher self, your intuition, like doing things differently, like starting to do, some kind of things to get in tune with your intuition or your higher self is what they're saying. I do feel like there is some kind of abundance here. I feel like you're very wise, very courageous. I feel like you're building your confidence in everything that you're doing. So nice. One for the situation. You have the Nine of Cups. Very nice. Very nice. Really, but the thing is that really take a look at everything that you have, what you've been doing, like your accomplishments, your achievements, stuff like that. And really have gratitude for everything. I'm grateful for my bed. I'm grateful for my home. I'm grateful for the clothes that I wear. I'm grateful for the food that I eat. Things like that. Be very grateful, okay? And really see how far you have come, Aries. Really see how far you have come because you've come a long way. One for the past or now. Thank you, Spirit. You have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is saying that, you're needing to adapt with the changes that are coming in. Stop holding on so tightly to the past. Stop holding on that, you keep bringing it up in your mind, or you're reminding people about it. Just like leave it alone. Leave it alone and keep going forward, you guys. I also feel like for somebody out there, or whatever the message is coming through, that you need to be more generous with your money. If you can give. If you can't, well then you can't. Give with your time, your patience or whatever. But be more generous with yourself, okay, and to yourself also. One for what's hidden. You have the Two of Wands. I feel like you need patience. I feel like there's a decision that's coming through. But I also feel like there's opportunities around you. That there's going to be opportunities, decisions to make. I feel like you're needing your patience. I feel like you have plans also that you could be not saying anything to anybody and just keeping it to yourself. Like what you're wanting. You're ready for something. You're going to do something. Just not saying it out loud. You have the Wheel of Fortune here. The Wheel of Fortune is saying that there's been things that are going to come to a close in your life. Things are not the same anymore, but the wheel is moving forward for you. Your luck is changing for the better. Wow, I never really seen this picture. I'm looking at it. Interesting. All right, so one for what you need to do now. Yeah, the Six of Wands. Wow. I feel like people are definitely still looking at you, and you're looking at people also. I feel like you got to be careful in what you're putting out there. But I feel like also, too, that there is success here. People are admiring you. You're a role model for other people, so it's very nice. I like that a lot. And you are. You're successful. You're very independent. You know what you're doing. One for what you need to work on. The Six of Pentacles. Wow. So the Six of Pentacles is about, maybe overly giving yourself. I know I talk about being generous, but it's if you have it, like, be generous with your time or with what you're doing, it's if you have it. But sometimes there's a difference, like giving something to someone and then overly giving something to someone. Like, maybe you're giving your time and your effort and your time, keeping away from your kids so that you can be in this, you're giving all yourself to this person or to this situation. And it's like they're asking you, stop doing that. you know um it's good to give, right? It's good to be for that person, but sometimes you need to set boundaries. Wow. One for the outcome, the Queen of Wands. Wow. So the Queen of Wands is talking about, really finding your courage and your confidence. If you look at her, she's got lions there. Okay, that's part of the Leo. That's part of the Strength card. That's telling me, hey, you need to find your courage and your confidence to do what it is that you're wanting to do. To stop listening to what other people are thinking, what other people are saying. Like, it doesn't matter. It's about you. It's about what you're doing. It's about how you're feeling. It's about your stuff, not nobody else's. This is your life, Aries, not no one else. At the end of the tarot deck, you do have the Lover's card. Trust the process. There is a decision that you're making. Could be some kind of truth coming out also, soon. You have the High Priestess. You really trust your intuition. Get in tune with your higher self. Then you have the Eight of Wands. Embrace and admit the truth about things. I feel like there's messages coming in. I feel like there's change coming in. I feel like you are definitely moving forward towards something better, though. And I feel like you're not going to stay in the same place. It's just taking its time. So, Aries, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Aries spirit. Aries, Aries, Aries. All right. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here for Aries for the highest good? One more card. All right. So, everybody has been getting this card, the Ten of Swords. So, there could have been an end to a relationship here, because I do feel like there's some kind of ending that came through for you. I feel like you're needing to remember that you're very independent, that you know how to do things on your own, that you're not needing to rely on anyone, that you can do it by yourself, Aries. And that's where that card comes in, for you to trust your intuition. I feel like you are definitely making some kind of decision very soon, and I feel like whatever it is that you've been going through, and it doesn't have to be a relationship. It doesn't have to be like a love interest. It could be a relationship with your kids or your parents, or even just anybody around you. It could be that didn't work out. That you're walking away from things. Because when the Ten of Swords shows up, there is an ending. It could have been painful also, but you also have the Lover's card here, and it's about some kind of, maybe some kind of truth. I also feel like there could have been some kind of hidden truth that came out, for you, because you have that card. Wow. So really know that, you yourself are very independent, and you can walk away when you want to. It doesn't need to be that way, that whatever it is. And I also feel for somebody that, whatever you were going through with your relationship, this is for somebody, whatever you were going through with your relationship, they're saying that all these, obstacles that you were going through, it's going to come to an end. That it's going to get better. Trust the process on it. You have the Nine of Cups here. And why is the Nine of Cups here for, Aries? Wow. So you have changed a lot. There's a lot of change here. You're going through a judgment, transformation, healing, whatever it is that you're wanting to do, but there's changes that are coming through. You are not the same person, and it hasn't left you in the same way. You have changed a lot. But you're needing to see these accomplishments and achievements that you have done in your life, that you can overcome anything that comes your way, no matter what it is, Aries. Whether it's good or bad, you can overcome anything, because you've done it in the past and you're going to do it again. Okay. And that's what they're saying. Like, really realize everything that you've been through. Really have gratitude for the things that you have also. I need to put that in there, because that's what they're saying. Really nurture yourself. I feel like you're also wanting to have that abundance coming in, but it's like, they're saying be grateful for what you have now. Okay, whether it's big or small, still be grateful, and more things will come in. Okay, and they're also saying that you're needing to take care of yourself because you're needing it's there's a lot of changes here. You have the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles is saying that you're needing to leave that past behind now. You're needing to move on and go on and adapt to all these changes that are coming through, and definitely there is. Okay, and I do believe it's now. You have the Two of Wands for what's hidden. I feel like you have plans and you're not really saying anything about it. I feel like you're making decisions also, and I feel like you're making decisions on your finances. I feel like you're needing to be careful, not be careless. Try not to charge quickly on the things that are going on in your life, like especially with decisions with your money. Be careful on how you're using it. I also feel like there is abundance coming in for y'all, so there is some kind of abundance coming in, so it's good. This is very nice. I feel like you're going to be making plans, or you're traveling very soon. I feel like you know what you're wanting, but you're not really saying anything about it. You need patience though, because you want everything to come in very quickly, and you're needing to have patience on it. You have the Wheel of Fortune here, and why is the Wheel of Fortune here? For the hopes and the fears for Aries. All right, so the wheel is definitely moving in your favor. Things are going to change for the better. There's your luck is changing better for the better. Things that are going to come to a close, and definitely you see it. But really have gratitude for everything. Okay, really look at everything in a different way. Okay, because I do feel like there is some kind of blessing that's trying to come in for you also. You are a light for yourself, and follow your own light. Okay, follow what you're doing, what you're wanting to do. They're asking you to trust your intuition on things. Okay, really trust your intuition. Really, you have an inner knowing that you have, but you're needing to trust it more. Okay, and if you do this, it will lead you on the right path. You have the Six of Wands here, and why is the Six of Wands here for Aries? So you're wanting the success to come in, and definitely it will. I feel like also too that people are watching you on social media, or you could be watching people on social media. There's somebody's watching you. Okay, so be careful on what you're posting and what you're doing. But there is success here. I do feel like there is definitely a success here. Really listen to yourself. Try not to let your feelings get in the way of you making decisions, because you're needing to. They're asking you to really do a lot of I feel like you're searching for answers also. Really take care of yourself better. Really nurture yourself. You're needing that. Trusting your intuition. Remember that it's you that holds the key to the answers that you're searching for. They're asking you to go within, to take the time to clear your mind and find that inner peace, because you're needing it. And they're also saying, listen to how you're feeling. What makes you upset. Why do you feel the way you feel, is what they're saying. But I do feel like you are going through a huge healing here. You have the Six of Pentacles here, and why is the Six of Pentacles here? Oh, good. Interesting. So, you know how I said, like, you're very overly giving yourself, like, too much, like, maybe you're putting too much effort into one thing, and it's like you're giving so much power to it, and then everything else is just like in the dark. You're needing to leave that behind, because you have this Six of Swords here. You're knowing your value, you're knowing your worth about how you're doing things. You're seeing things in a different way, that you're not wanting it the same way anymore, that you're needing to leave all that behind, and to see things in a different way, in a different light, because you also got this one, like, really see things differently. I feel like you are going to leave something, definitely, because it's not suited for you anymore. There are a lot of things that we outgrow, in our lives, that we just don't want to do anymore, because it's not feasible for us anymore. So I feel like you're going to be walking away from that. I feel like there is, you have the Hermit card here also, and the Hermit card is saying, you've been through so much, so many challenges, that you never gave up. You've been through it, and you still persevered forward. You still were You still are resilient to moving forward, and you don't give up. And that's the way they want you to be. But they want you to go within and clear that energy and clear your mind, and so that you can make good decisions, because it's going to come to where you're going to make decisions very soon also here. Um, yeah, the Queen of Wands here. And why is the Queen of Wands here? So you have the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands here, and the Eight of Wands. Wow. So you start off with the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is asking you to, pursue your passions, to put your energy into things that are going to make you happy, not them. You, Aries, you. For you to, stop caring so much about what anybody else is thinking, what other anybody else wants. It doesn't matter. It's about you now. Um, they're asking you to find your confidence and your courage to just keep going. Find your confidence to do what it is that you're wanting to do, what you're wanting to pursue, because, or put out there, because you are the King of Wands, getting things done, putting things in order, getting things out there the way you're wanting to. I feel like you have a lot of ideas and projects in your mind and things that you're wanting to do, but you don't put them out there, and that's what they're saying, like, who cares if it's gonna make somebody else uncomfortable? Who cares if it's, not everybody's cup of tea? Who cares if it's, it doesn't matter. It's about you, Aries. It's about you putting your projects out there and what it is that you're wanting to create. You are definitely going to be moving forward. I feel like there's messages coming in. I feel unexpected messages, news coming in. I feel like there's change coming in, but definitely moving forward. So it's very nice. I like that. Wow. All right. So, Aries, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. God bless.